Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a few days, but excuse me. Springs definitely feels like it's here. I don't know that it's gonna stay here, that's for darn sure. Looking at the forecast next week, but gonna take the time while I got it to gonna set up the working facility, sorting facility, because I got a Ram that I'm gonna haul off the sale tomorrow. So I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse and let you see how long it takes me to put the stuff up. I mean, it really depends. I loaded it in 20 minutes, but unloading it and setting it up, maybe 30 minutes. We'll see if we can hit that target. So. I'm gonna call it good right there on the time lapse. I don't even know how long that went. So if you're still with us, if you're still with me, you got a general idea. Still got a few other things to do real quick. And then I'll maybe go over it real quick if we have any daylight once I get completely done. So tomorrow I'll come out here. I got an old fence laying down over there of these net fences. I'll open this up and I'll make a wing with that older fence. Get the sheep into here, then I'll just sort off everything this way, except for the one I need, and he'll go right up in the trailer, and hopefully it's easy peasy. And then maybe sometime we'll get the tag switched on the ewe lambs, put their ewe tags in, so we'll see. Okay guys, that went pretty good. So I'm just gonna give you a rundown of how I done this real quick. So just open this up. Like I said, set up an old fence. Already got a few sorted off. I actually got the asshole already caught. So the Ram is in the trailer. That was the most important one. There might be one more ewe that I go ahead and load up, but he's in the trailer. That's the main thing. So that didn't take very long. It did rain, but luckily it didn't rain a lot. But because we have good thatch, we have good soil structure. Yeah, there might be a little bit of compaction on top, but there's really not going to be a whole lot because of the no-till and the covers and leaving the residue on top. So we'll go ahead and get these guys ran out and we'll go from there. Oh. Come here, Duke. Come on, Duke. Go on, Sophie. Come on, Duke. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. All right, that's it. That's all it took. I'll go ahead and take this down. We're gonna leave the system up out here because hopefully either today or tomorrow or later on this week, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna put tags in the ewe lambs. So, said, not that hard. This system is a difference maker from a management standpoint. I mean, it just makes life so much easier. So it costs money. We had to get a loan for it, but it just it will pay for itself. I guarantee it. I wish we could have got one that was just completely on a trailer, but we couldn't afford that. So we got the next best thing. It's like you said, you'll see, like you've seen in the video, it ain't hard to set up. It takes a little time, and there are some heavy components, but you get better at it and you get used to it. So it sure beats the old system. as you can see, our unloading auger for loading the drill can do about, I don't know, 5 gallon buckets a minute or so. So, you know, not too bad. A little winded afterwards though. All right, guys, what's going on? It's Sunday, March 5th, I do believe, or March 4th, whatever day it is. And we're getting ready to go drill some winter rye. You might ask, why am I drilling winter rye in March? Well, I'm hoping that it doesn't vernalize, and so that it stays vegetative all through the summer. Then we'll go through the fall, and so basically we'll get an entire year, or a little over a year of grazing out of it. So that's the idea, that's the plan. I've heard of other people doing it. So it's gonna be an experiment. It won't be grazed all year. We're shooting for 95, 100 pounds an acre, something like that. And of course, there's more than just cereal rye in it. There's some vetch, a little bit of rapeseed, and some Austrian winter peas. So we'll get the drill loaded and we'll go and see what the hell we can tear up. So you never know how the day's gonna go when you start running equipment. So we're just doing our last round of what you call your headlands, your turnaround rows. And this is the spot where we bale process some hay. That spot right there is actually where I just set a bale out and then sheep ate it, and I probably spread some of it out with a pitchfork. Where we bale processed, the drill isn't having any issues getting to that residue. I don't know how great a seed soil contact it's getting per se, but surely the conditions will be right. But even if it's not perfect, it'll still come up. So we get these done, this last row done. For this last round done, I like to do 4 rows. So I have plenty of 4 rounds, so I have plenty of room to turn. I mean, I can tell that the ground is pretty mellow in most spots. I know we got good moisture, and we'll finish this last round and then do our play paddock. Probably get out and show you that, and then we'll get an AB line set and hopefully get the rest of this field knocked out in a hurry. So. Figure that's enough time lapse. Chin out, see how we're doing on seed. We're okay for right now. It might be that, let me switch it around. It might be that half is closer to 15 acres and this half is closer to 20 acres. In which case, I gotta lower our seeding rate just a little bit. Well, we're still just ticking along, and I just gotta say, I am really not a fan of sitting in a tractor. I mean, I would much rather be drilling than working ground, because I feel like at least this way I'm doing something productive, and the seed's going in the ground and it's done. Like, I can walk away from it. I'm gonna have whatever I'm gonna have then, type of situation. But man, 15 foot just takes a while. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, and it gets the job done. Well, we just hit the 15 acre mark, so it's more than 15 acres. We don't have much left, but it's gonna be close on seed. I might have to run up. I got like 2 or 3 other bags left of this cool season type stuff, so end up running out. I'll just run up and grab that. Not that big a deal, other than it's kind of a pain in the butt. And in case you're wondering, yes, this is an experiment to see if, while wearing a Kansas Soil Health Alliance shirt, if it helps the cover crop, forage crop, whatever you want to call it, see if it helps it grow better. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you know when the verdict is in, whether wearing this t-shirt made for better results. All right, we got done. That looks pretty nice, if you ask me. Let's see if I can find any seed. I dug earlier, but right there, so about perfect. Just pressed nicely into the seed trench and covered up with a little bit of soil and some trash. So hopefully this pops up and can get out of the ground and get going pretty quickly. And yeah, that's about perfect. Even if I did have to really back the seed off, we'll just call that some variable rate. No, it happens. It's an old drill. I didn't really take that much time to dial it in. I did one catch test and said that was good enough. So I guess that's what happens. But and the other thing is, when ended up being off on what I figured the seed was, or acres were, that does not help anything. So we'll go ahead and get headed back up. I got a little spot that I'll run some of the seed out on, and then we'll just have a little bit to vacuum and blow out. And yeah, look at that. That list looks beautiful. Got some residue on it. A little bit of residue still standing up. I don't have that big a problem with residue standing up. Yes, it'd be nice if it was all on the ground, but at the same time, that means that those stalks are still attached and they're going to hold the soil. So our soil is not going to go anywhere. So this field, if this works like I hope it does, I will not spray this field with any herbicide in 2023. I guess if I really wanted to, if we had, let's say we had the ryegrass, the cereal rye growing underneath, and I wasn't really satisfied with how, like say we had a lot of weeds going on or something like that, we could always come out and maybe hit it with some broadleaf herbicide. So I'm not planning on doing that, but the broadleaves out here, so like the veg and such, and the winter peas, those are going to play out. I know that much. The only way that I guess the veg wouldn't is if it makes hard seed, which is very possible and not that big a deal. But definitely is a realistic scenario. So, like I said, barring that, would have got sprayed last year about middle of June, give or take. I do believe that would be correct. But like I said, I do not foresee spraying it this year. So that's never a bad thing from a soil biology standpoint and from a financial standpoint on my end. And I guess I really do need to specify, this is going to be for grazing, whether it's sheep or cattle. This is stock feed, not going in ahead of a cash grain crop. So I want to be very clear on that, because if it was cash grain crop going into the spring ahead of it, I would not be seeding anywhere close to that 90, 100 pounds an acre. Not in our environment. It's just be way too heavy. You'd use up a lot of moisture. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get this other spot drilled out, and we'll and get done for the day. Well, we're gonna call it a day. Let me get pulled out. You're in the sun, terrible. What a gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, perfect day. About right now, my truck says it's 69. I'm sure it got almost to 80. I don't know exactly what the high was today without looking, but there was a little bit of a breeze. But honestly, thank goodness there was, because it ain't been this hot in quite a while. So not gonna complain about that. Days like this are why you live in Kansas, because we do have days that are just, it's picture perfect. Unfortunately, a lot of that is few and far between to have those days. So it really makes you appreciate it when you do get them. Because looking at the forecast later this week, tomorrow ain't gonna be so bad, but after tomorrow, then we get several days in a row of 30s, 40s, or whatever for the high, and chance of moisture. Which at this point, I got seed in the ground. It can rain, it can snow. That isn't gonna bother me. So we're gonna head home, call it a day. It is Sunday, so, but needed to get this stuff done. Finally got it done, and now we're good for quite a while. It'll probably be, I'm guessing, June, honestly, before sometime in June, or even after June, middle of June to almost July, before we do anything with the drill again. I guess we might have to go drill something in June, early June there or something, so we'll see. But for now, we got at least 90 days off, so we're heading down the home stretch before lambing season. That's only a little over 60 days away, hopefully. Closer to 65, 68 days away, something like that. So, yeehaw. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, leave a question, leave a comment. I do appreciate it. And thanks for watching.